It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He's coming off an incredible effort with over 200 yards rushing a week ago. It's the Falcons and the Packers under the lights on Sunday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
On play action, Love to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Packers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Let's go.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. You talk about this Falcon defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On third down, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Short throw caught by Pitts. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago.
8 catches, 61 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action here on first down.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Packers defense.
And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And fights through one man. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Back to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point, and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Love fires that quickly outside, and he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Hilliard. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Love. And that will be incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. On the return and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one 28 yards on the ground. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and 6. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd down, Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's Hill, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And caught by London. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. That is caught. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to the first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we reach. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd and 4. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They're going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Dayo Odengbe in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw here. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 24-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Love. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On the move to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
His impatience has to be broken over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So they'll accept. Of course, move the football up the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They're going to look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. They'll set up a throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons have opened the lead up to 30. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. To the air again, Love. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turned the ball over.
122 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. Touchdown, Falcons! Tyreek Hill.
Third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Play action this time with Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On play action, Love to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Love throwing for it.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover. That 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense starting to buck. This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball.